Good evening and welcome to Whimsical Farm. Tonight we're going to go into some tools of home protection. I've covered these in the past with an overview of all the tools that we use here on the farm. Tonight I'm going to look at the top three tools just at a quick glance, and then we're going to go into a non-lethal method of protection using pepper spray. So, of my favorite top three tools, again, this is just the introduction to these. Number three on the list by far is the Spartan machete. This tool right here is obviously a lethal tool, a deadly weapon. They call it a machete, but it's patterned after the old Roman Spartan sword. You can see it has a large knob there on the end to keep it from flying out of your hand. Very deadly tool, but requires the skill and the heart of a warrior to be face to face with an attacker in your home. Not for everybody, but very good tool and never runs out of bullets and can be stored in pretty much any skinny location in the house. Excellent tool. This is made by Cold Steel, and we'll get into that later. The next tool on the list that I would pick up, this is my number two favorite tool. It has been checked to be empty. There's a pinky test, no mag inside. This is the PDP made by Walther. This is a 9mm semi-automatic pistol. It holds 18 rounds in the mag, one in the chamber, for a total of 19 rounds. And that's an excellent weapon. This would get the job done. You could take on a lot of bad guys, and it is a lethal weapon. It's going to be life or death when you pick up this particular weapon. So that is number two on the list. Let's let him rest over here for a little while. And number one weapon of all of them, this is the very top pick that I have for the home, and that is the Smith & Wesson M&P 15. This is patterned on the AR-15. Does not stand for assault rifle. AR is Armalite Rifle Company. They're the ones that designed it. And this holds a 30-round mag. Right now, no mag in. The bolt is locked to the rear. Chamber is empty, been verified. But this is number one weapon for the home because you got 30 rounds that you can shoot. Very low recoil. It can be fired one hand. All the controls are very ergonomic, very natural to the hand, and excellent rifle. And it will stop a bad guy with one or two quick pops, and the fight is over. Well, all that being said, we went over number three and over number two, and number one, my favorite, and a lot of other people's favorites too. Some of your Special Forces guy, John Lovell, he's one of the ones that I follow a lot on YouTube. He's got his own channel, Warrior Poet Society. He easily makes the case that this is the number one weapon for home protection. So we're going to let this guy lay aside also for a few minutes. And now we're going to get into the topic at hand tonight. And I'm going to spend a little bit of time on this tonight. We're going to go into not only the mechanics of it, but we're going to go into the philosophy behind it, the psychology behind it. I'm not a psychologist, but I want you to understand something. There's a whole lot of people out there that just are not willing to pick up a rifle or a pistol or a machete and go to work on a bad guy. They either don't have the heart for it. They don't have the warrior mentality. They don't have the mindset to get in that kind of a fight. And that's in the case of an adult, but there's also a lot of children out there that are in homes that don't have any business picking up a full-size machete or a loaded pistol or a loaded AR-15 rifle and making big decisions, running through the house. If a bad guy has come into your home and you have an intruder, you're now in a home defense, home protection scenario, then that child needs to be looking for a safe place to go. You're there to protect them, but it may be in a situation where they have to make a decision to take care of themselves. And this is the tool for the job, whether it's a child or whether it's an adult that just doesn't have the heart to kill somebody. And I'm not wanting to kill anybody myself, but there's a time when you have to make a hard decision. If a bad guy comes in your home and he has a machete or a framing hammer or some kind of a serious weapon, you might be surprised at what you could do. But that being said, we want to honor all the people out there that don't want to use lethal force for home protection. They have decided to go a different route. Now, this is a product that wasn't around 50 years ago. You either had a sawed-off shotgun or a Coach shotgun, hide behind the door, 2 barrels, 2 shots, and that's pretty much it. Maybe Grandpa's 30-30 or deer hunting rifle or something of that nature. But now, with this ingredient that we have, this is, it says oleo resin capsicum, which is basically red pepper. It is a cayenne pepper, and they've extracted all the oil out of it, refined it down, got everything out that's super hot, added some red dye, and put it in a gel format. So all you have to do with this product is, first off, get it out of the holder. Once you buy the product, this part would be mounted onto the wall. You can see clearly it's got 2 holes, steel brackets. That would be for your mounting screws, a nice long drywall screw. Find a stud in the wall and get this in a location that's best for you or a child to be able to reach. I wouldn't put it way up high, but get a place maybe behind the door. That's up to you. I'm going to let you make that decision. But the child needs to be able to get to it. Now, obviously on the back of this, it's got instructions that you don't want to have a child get this. So it may seem like a contradiction to you when I say this, but if I have to choose between a child running through the house with this or this in a scenario where it's a bad news emergency, a bad guy's in the house, I don't want a child running through the house with this 9mm pistol blazing away, because he's liable to accidentally shoot you or your brother or sister or somebody else loved in the house, loved one, and that's just not good. If he makes a mistake with this, he may not live to fight another day. If the child makes a mistake with this, somebody's going to get hurt. Their eye's going to be burning. It's going to be hard for them to breathe, but it's not going to be a fatality. You live to fight another day. So let's talk about the adult first. Let's talk about maybe a young man, older man, maybe a woman. I know in our society today, we have to be very careful. People get upset if you call them a man or a woman, but that's really all there is. There's men and women. And they've made a decision that they don't want to pick up a pistol. They don't want to shed blood. They don't want to kill anybody. So this is an excellent tool. This tool is made by Saber, and it is a pepper gel. Now, the reason that they've gone to gel is because when they first came out with this product, it was more of an aerosol, like a can of hairspray, and it made a big cloud of aerosol. And it was just too easy if you were in a doorway and you shot the bad guy in the face trying to save your own life and decapacitate him. The wind could blow and you could end up with a whole bunch of it back in your lungs or in your face. So Saber was wise that they made a pepper gel formula. So it's going to shoot out a streamer. It'll have some width to it, but you still need to aim this accurately. So the goal is to be able to shoot the bad guy in the face. So this is mounted to the wall. You've got that where you can pull it out. You pull this out of the holder on the wall. You get the pepper spray in your hand. Now, I would suggest, and they'll show you this on the video, go ahead and hold it like you would a shotgun or a rifle with 2 hands. One on the bottle, one here. Pull the pin just like a fire extinguisher. These come with a little zip tie. Automatically just pull that out of the way. Just get it off there. But you pull this one pin, and once you pull that pin, that thing is ready to go. So you've got your hand here, and you got your thumb on that button. Now, in Hollywood, they always show people with a weapon. The first thing they do is they take that weapon out, put it on display real big, and let everybody see their weapon. That's not a good principle to use. you want to keep distance between you and the bad guy. So whether you're an adult or whether you're training a child, you don't want your arms stuck out like that, because once they get a hold of you, get tangled up, they're either going to take it away and spray you, or they're going to do whatever they want to do. You've lost control of the situation. So you want to keep this back kind of close to your body, not too close to your face, but down low, your thumb on the trigger. And as soon as that bad guy gets too close, you want to hit that button. This is just like the AR-15. You've got about 30 good 1-second bursts of this gel. And you want to aim at the eyes. So you want to aim at the eyes, and just like you would if you were fighting a fire with an extinguisher, you want to start squirting, and as soon as it starts, you want to be in motion, back and forth, up and down, and start looking for that red. As soon as you see wherever the red's hitting, it's, as they say in the military, fire for effect. So if the first shot is down here on the mouth, you want to start working up the nose and get to the eyes. If they're wearing glasses, you spray right across the forehead, and it's going to run down and get in the eyes. Once this stuff gets in your eyes, the military men that have been sprayed with this, military personnel and police officers been sprayed with this, say it's like 1,000 pieces of glass in your eyes. So the only thing that bad guy's going to think about is try to find a sink and some soap. And it says on the back of this, it takes 15 minutes of good clear water washing your eyes to get this stuff out of your eyes. So in the case of a child, the child needs to be, you need to train them with this and go through different scenarios. You can make it something fun. It doesn't have to be dreaded. And I would definitely make this, maybe put a piece of tape or something around it where they don't accidentally shoot you or one of their brothers and sisters. And of course, you got to train kids. You got to explain to them how serious this is. If you use this product, it says right on the back of it, if you use this product for anything other than self-defense, it's considered against the law. So you can't go out, out on the town and pull a prank on somebody out on a bus or out in public or a car or something and squirt somebody with it just for fun, because this stuff is pretty serious. I'm not sure exactly what it would do to somebody that already had a breathing problem, but I'm sure it probably could take you out if that was the case. You had bad lungs or something, already having a lot of problems with your health. But we're talking about dealing with the bad guy. He comes into your home. He has some type of a weapon, a stick, maybe a blade, maybe he's got a gun, and this is all you've got. You've made a decision. You're not going to try to take him on in a lethal format. You're going to use non-lethal, but this is a very good product. This company is called Sabre, S-A-B-R-E. And you can look it up on the internet. I'm not going to spray anybody with it tonight. There's plenty of videos of police officers and military personnel. I'll let you go there. But we're just talking about what it's like to use this in a home environment. And you may not want the machete. You may not want the pistol. And that's fine. I don't have a bit of problem with that. We're here to teach a course on home protection. Not necessarily defense, but home protection. And if you hear something going on in your home, there's nothing wrong with picking one of these up and a good bright flashlight and be ready to do some painting. That's all you're doing. You're painting the bad guys. It could be a bad girl. You're painting a bad person's face that has attacked your home. Now, that being said, we have something else that we offer. And this comes right here from our home, from our farm, right here at Whimsical Farm. We are also breeders of the Czechoslovakian Black German Shepherd. We have these pups oftentimes, males and females. Right now, currently, we have 4 male German Shepherd dogs, and they are fantastic home pets. They're very solid in their temperament, in their nerves. These are not vicious dogs. They're easy to train. You could train them to be a therapy dog, search and rescue, military, police, home protection, just a good solid pet. And I'm telling you, in the middle of the night, you hear that loud bump in the night, it's very good to send out your dog first. Let him go out and play with the bad guy a little bit. Gives you a chance to find your glasses, your flashlight, and your pepper spray. And then after Rover has been all over and done a little chewing, a little chomping, the guy may not even want to come in your house. But if he does come in the house, be careful not to spray your dog. It becomes a game at that point. The bad guy's trying to get away. He has realized he's in the wrong home. Rover's working on his legs or on his arms and chomping on him. And then you paint his face with some of this, and he's going to be looking for another place to be. And that's what we want. Now, there's many scenarios in this. Maybe it's a child at home by themselves. Maybe you didn't purchase one of our high-quality Czechoslovakian dogs, and we have these. Please contact us. And we've got all kinds of military specials right now, police specials, medical, firemen, EMT, oil field, all kinds of July specials, summer specials right now for 4 of these Czechoslovakian. I will put pictures attached to the lead end of this video and at the tail end. So please look those over and contact us. You can text me 24/7 on how to get you one of these high quality guard dogs. So the last scenario, let's say the child's at home alone and they realize there's a bad intruder coming into the home and they don't have the dog. All they've got is this. So that child needs to go and get a hold of this, go to a safe place, try not to get themselves boxed in. If they've got a phone, you need to always teach your child it is okay to leave the home and get away from a bad guy. Every scenario is a little bit different, but if they can slip out the back door, run to the neighbor's house and make a 911 call and not even have to use this, they need to keep this with them. This is their lifeline. So this goes with them, their cell phone goes with them, and they're out the door. If they get trapped in a hallway or maybe in a bedroom or in a bathroom, you need to teach that child where their shooting position is with this pepper spray. They don't need to hide behind a door, because if they're right behind a door and the guy decides he's going to take the door out, he's going to stomp them right in the face. So they need to get at least a distance away from the door or get behind it in a way that the door can't contact them and get themselves in a good position to spray. If the bad guy starts stomping, don't say a word. Just let him stomp and stomp and stomp. And as soon as that face comes to the door, paint him down good. And then you don't have to say, "Excuse me, sir," to the bad guy. You might only get one chance at this scenario, but if once you get him sprayed good and he can't see, you knock him down, even if it's a small child. A man that's sprayed can't see what he's doing. Knock him down, slide by him, get out of there. Get to a safe place. Take that cell phone with you. Every kid nowadays just about got a cell phone. Go to the neighbors, borrow their phone, and make the 911 call where you're in a nice, quiet, safe place. They're going to want a bunch of details from you. They're going to want to know your name and your address, because a cell phone won't always give them the location. So give them your name, your address, and tell them, "I have sprayed this guy with some red pepper spray." That's very important to let them know. He is running. He drove off in this vehicle. His face is bright, bright red with pepper spray. This won't wash off in the afternoon real quick. He's going to be red for a while. So we hope that this is a help to you, and we like I say, I honor your decision. We're not psychologists, we're not police officers, we're not lawyers. Your scenario is totally up to you what you do. You need to follow good common sense and wisdom. Wisdom's still the principal thing, but this is an excellent product. And spend some time, go on YouTube. Find out what this is capable of doing. Watch some people get sprayed. You can learn how to overcome this, but it takes a lot of practice on how to do that. The average Joe that gets sprayed with this in the face, he's going to be hurting for certain. He's going to want to get out of your house. So thank you very much for listening and watching this short video. And look at those German Shepherds, because those German Shepherds with this can provide a very good level of protection for you and for your children. So thank you very much, and God be with you, and be careful. Be careful.